the difference between general liability and professional liability and why it matters. When you run a business, not every risk looks the same, but every one of them matters. Think about what happens when a client walks into your office. Maybe they're there for a meeting, a consultation, or to sign some paperwork. Now imagine they slip, fall, and get injured while they are there. This is not an unfortunate situation. It can turn into a claim against your business.
This is serious. This is really serious.
Now this is where general liability comes in. General liability is designed to protect your business from third-party claims of bodily injury or property damage. So in a situation like slip and fall, it is typically your general liability policy that's going to respond, helping cover things like medical expenses, legal costs, and potential settlements. But not every claim is about physical injury. Let's look at another scenario. Let's say a client comes to you for some professional services or advice. They rely on your expertise, whether that is consulting, guidance, or something more specialized like guardian services. Now imagine they come back later and claim that something you advised or handled caused them financial harm. There is no physical injury there, no slip, no fall, but there is a potential for loss, and that can still lead to a claim. That is where professional liability coverage comes in. Professional liability is designed to protect your businesses from claims of negligence, errors and omissions in the services you provide. So if a client alleges that your advice, your judgment, or your professional work caused them financial loss, this is the type of coverage that is built to respond. And here's where things can get a little bit more nuanced. Some business owners assume that their general liability policy covers everything, but that's not always the case. General liability policies are built around physical risk, like injuries or property damage. They are not always designed to cover claims tied to professional services or advice. In fact, depending upon how your policy is written, there may be no coverage at all under your general liability policy for consulting or advisory work if it is not properly classified. That is where professional liability can play a critical role. In situations where general liability does not extend to certain services, like consulting or specialized advisory roles, professional liability can step in and provide that layer of protection. It helps fill the gap, make sure your business is covered, not just for what happens on your premises, but also for the work you do and the expertise you provide. At the end of the day, it's not just about having insurance. It's about having the right combination of coverage that reflects how your business operates. If you want to talk through your coverage, give one of our trusted insurance advisors a call today at 727-748-2886 and make sure the protection behind your business is as strong as the work you put out into it every day.